What is up, everyone? In this video, we are going to compare his constellations, right? We're gonna work our ways up from C0 to C6 slowly to see how strong he gets, or is it even worth for you to spend extra bucks to get the constellations for him, okay? It roughly takes $1,200 about to get a full constellation for a character. So yeah, let's see if this is worth $1,200. Let's take a look at his first constellation. It says, increases the maximum number of stone steles created by his E. So instead of one, he can have two big PPs. And do they resonate? They don't resonate. Alright? They don't. But what happens if I do this? Oh! What's this? So these two PPs don't resonate, but to the geo buildings or this thing, it does 2 times. Okay, so next question is, do these two separate waves, do they also do damage? Another one? Oh, that's double damage. What about this? Fascinating. Oh. Nice. So, do I think this is worth it? No. I don't think this is worth it. So, in order for you to make the best use of your C1, I think you're gonna have to build him as a tech percentage Sense of Eon, not HP, okay? I think this is gonna help him become more aggressive. On the second thought, he should be still okay with HP percentage because you do no damage with his E anyways. Why don't we use that to create some elemental shields instead? In that way, if you think about it that way, then it's pretty cool. Alright, so let's move on to C2. It says, Planet Befall grants nearby characters on the field a Jade Shield when it descends. Okay, so his Q is gonna do some nice damage, and after the fall, it should give me a Jade Shield, okay? MiHoYo said there's a glitch in this, but right now, this does give me Jade Shield. If you're playing Zhongli in a co-op, and if you use Q, then it also gives Shield to your party members as well. Of course, it doesn't say it, but it makes sense, right? Let's move on to C3. It says, increases the level of his E by 3. Right now it's at level 6. Only the thing that matters right now is the additional shield absorption right here. So almost 5.5k shield right now. So after I unlock this, it's 21.8. Now it's equal to almost 7k shields. So that's a lot of increase, right? Almost 7k shield is so much already. And then let's move on to C4. Alright, what I need to do right now, I need to compare the AoE, the area of his Q. Alright? So, okay, let's take a look at his Q range. It's about this. It kind of fills my screen, but I can see the leftover range in the edges. Let's get his constellation to 4. 20%. Okay, definitely larger. The 2 edges in the bottom were covered now. That was good. I mean, in terms of effect, okay? It does what it says. I'm not saying it's worth the money. If I wasn't a content creator, I would not spend $1,000 for this. No way. Anyways, let's move on to C5. This is gonna give me more damage with this Q, okay? From 770 to 965%. That was about a 200% jump. Do we need to take a look at his damage again? We can do this later at Divalin. But let's move on to C6. When the Jade Shield takes damage, 40% of that incoming damage is converted to HP for the current character. A single instance of regeneration cannot exceed 8% of that character's max HP. This is interesting. So let's see if that constellation is working correctly. Now hit me. 1579. 1579, yeah, exactly the number that we expect from Zhongli. Now we have to take a look at Bennett. So that was about the healing that he was supposed to get. So we have verified that his C6 is working as expected, but in terms of healing, you can't really rely on this unless you have built your Zhongli at full HP build so that you would have like what, 10k barrier or 20k barrier? I don't know, man. I don't know what you want from Zhongli, but if you have built like that, then I guess you can heal some, but he's not the best healer. This C6 is gonna be a bonus to help your character to stay alive a little bit better, but this is not necessary at all. This healing may change a little, but I would say this is like almost nothing. So anyways, I think it is time. And you know what time it is. we're gonna pay him a visit, and we're gonna use exactly the same artifact that I used for Zhongli. So I am right now using the same set that I used previous Zhongli video on a C0 level 90 Zhongli showcase. I was able to do 166k to Dvalin, alright? So I'm revisiting him with 3 levels higher talents for the Q, and I'm gonna be hitting him with 965% skill damage. So I'm expecting 180k, okay? Adeptus Temptation, Geo Potion, 2900. Dvalin, just help me crit, then you'll be free today. Okay? You're done for today. You're off duty. Okay. Ningguang, I walk through it. Bennett, Klee, E. And switch to Zhongli, and Zhongli's attack should be higher. Yes. The stack some attack. 4, 5. Q. Here we go. 184k damage. Alright, so this is his maximum possible damage towards Dvalin. And it was expected because of the multiplier, right? But because this is 2020, we don't read, we only listen, we only watch. Yes? Anyways, I really hope this would be the final video that I would make about Zhongli. But then again, I'm gonna have to finalize his build. And without just telling you my theory, I would like to show you the result if I give him the HP percentage Sense of Eon. Guys, thank you so much for your support. And that's why I uploaded this before I got to 170k sub. And thank you. Because I'm starting to lose views on my channel, I might not be able to full Constellation the next characters because I also have to do the giveaway, right? So anyways, was it worth it? C6 Zhongli. It makes him stronger, yes, but it wasn't worth $1,000 that I have spent on him, okay? So my final verdict on Zhongli is he's an S tier character. Zhongli right now is the best miner in Genshin Impact. Even better than those Claymore users, right? He does everything that his skill kit suggests us. He gives thick shields, and he does big damage with his Q because of his multiplier, right? And his element is Geo, and because right now Geo element is, in terms of damage, we are not expecting a lot from them, although Ningguang does a good burst damage. So only, I don't know, he was a little underwhelming. So when you rate a character, you have to take a lot of things into consideration because first thing is their element. And if they're a DPS or a burst or a support, or if they're useful when you're farming, because a lot of people try to use him as a DPS, he's got a lower tier from certain websites. He may be F when it comes to DPS, but when it comes to burst, I would like to give him A. A only because of his element. So this is an A tier burst, S tier support, S tier miner, and because I'm not a female, I can't really rate his husbando ability. Do you guys watch him and feel like, oh, I want to marry him? Let me know in the comment section if you want to marry him. Overall, I think he's an S tier character, and here's another thing I would like to add. This is a very nice character to have, but right now, he does not fit in the meta. That's why he is underwhelming. Like, I mean, if a game company release a character, right? People start to play around with the character and try to find a way you can use him very well. But right now, the meta, even if you look at Spiral Abyss, it's all about doing a burst damage, doing a good DPS. If you put in one defensive Geo or some kind of like a not so great character in the party, all of a sudden, you can't get 3-star. So this is why Zhongli is underwhelming for a lot of people, but he does everything what I expected, and he is great at it, so I think he's an S tier. So what MiHoYo needs to do in the future to make Zhongli great is the addition for gimmick in Spiral Abyss or maybe in new dungeons where you're supposed to stay alive for a certain time so that the users need some thick shields. If that was the case, people would have been happy to get Zhongli. But right now, he's not the meta, you don't need him. I wouldn't recommend you to have Zhongli for your first 5-star hero. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video very helpful. Although I've been trying to warn you guys about how you should not go for Zhongli if you wanted a DPS. People didn't listen. They all looked at his lore and thought he was going to be the strongest person or strongest hero in the game because that's how it's portrayed in his story, right? He sounds strong, but then he's a defensive hero that does a burst damage, right? So everyone's now feeling sad and they all want to quit the game, but it's your fault for not waiting until you saw people's opinion. What you want to do in the future if you continue to play this game, this is what I suggest you to do. If a new character comes out, watch people stream, watch how they showcase him, watch how Reddit molds over a new character, because they always mold when they see a new character, right? Wait until Reddit is done molding. Wait until all those streamers are done molding, and then you decide whether if you should be pulling for a new character or not, okay? Thank you for watching this long video, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and comment to support me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.